Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first speed build. My name is Kay, and for my first speed build, I am making a Mediterranean home. Now, I've only bought The Sims 4 like a few months ago because I used to watch speed builds online and really liked them and decided to give them a try myself. So here I am. This is a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom Mediterranean home. I don't know how much it costs. I didn't really look at the price of it. I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm starting with the bathroom there. As you can see, this video does not include the user interface of the game. That is because I used the internal recording thingy of The Sims itself and not some external software. And I didn't realize that, when you record something in the game itself, then, you don't see the user interface, which actually, looking back, it does make sense, if you wanted to make some videos including your Sims that the user interface isn't included, but I didn't think of that. So in this video, it won't be included, but I will fix that for next time. I found a software that I can use. Another YouTuber, Sim Kim, I love her, by the way, recommended it to me. So I will be using that for my next speed build. And here we are in the kitchen. So this was a little bit difficult because I started off with this white colored kitchen, but I couldn't find a refrigerator that fit the style of it. You will see later on that I will change it to something else so I could use another refrigerator because this one just does not fit the style I was going for. Which is a pity because I do like the white, but it can't stay. While I was making this kitchen, I wanted to make sure that, my Sims had everything they needed. So they've got like a coffee making machine, whatever, microwave, stove, everything. And then when I finished it, I realized I forgot a dishwasher. So if you want to download this build, which will be up on the gallery under the same name as my YouTube channel, which is SimsyK, then you can download it and you will have to add a dishwasher yourself. I'm so sorry, but there's still a sink to wash the dishes in if needed. So they do have that. Here I am just like putting some clutter in there, some plants, some lights, just the finishing touches. Also, I have realized that my building organization technique is a bit all over the place. So I will be working on one thing and then realize I forgot something else and then go over there and do that and then go back to the thing I was working on at first. So I'm sorry if that bothers you. I will try to work on it to, make my building order a little bit more smooth so it's more enjoyable to watch. But if it does not bother you at all, that is great, of course. So now I have changed the color of the counters, which it still looks nice, and I've changed the refrigerator. So, let's be honest, it does fit the Mediterranean style more. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say something at the beginning. So, this house is built in Oasis Springs because I only own the base game, Cats and Dogs, and Seasons. So I don't have many worlds yet, but I put it in Oasis Springs. And actually, I used the house that was already there. Sometimes I like to go, visit some lots if I want a house for a family. And usually I don't like the houses that are already on the lots, and I actually just completely change them up. So that is what I did with the original house on this lot. I completely changed actually. The only thing I kept was probably the outside terrace and a bit of of the shell of the house. But I did make it bigger, and I completely redid the whole floor plan. And actually, there's not much of the original left, but I just, in case anybody recognized a little bit of the house, I wanted to be honest and say that I did not make it from scratch. And having said that, this house only uses objects from the base game and seasons. Because, like I said, I only bought Sims 4 a few months ago, and I know it has been out for years, but I do not have the money to buy all the packs. So I only used seasons as an expansion pack because I'm pretty sure there are other people like me out there who do not own every single pack and therefore every single object. So I'm going to try to keep my first builds quite limited when it comes to packs, so actually everyone can enjoy them and not just the people who already own everything. Now, moving on to the first bedroom. Both bedrooms are double bedrooms. It can fit one person or two in there, whatever you want. I went for a bit of a grown-up style, but if you want to move a family in there that do have any children, you can just change it up as you like. I just went for a bit of neutral bedroom so it can fit almost anyone. The first one, I went for a bluish color scheme, and then you will see later that the second bedroom, it has greenish colors in there. I did want to include some colors here and there because I envisioned this home to be like, I don't know, in Spain or something during the summer, and I didn't want it to be too boring, so you will see me use some pops of colors here and there, as I did in the living room, which has some yellow elements over there. Then this is the second bedroom. The family I ended up putting in here was a mother and her teenage son, and this was the room of the teenage son. You will see me add a guitar later. It's not a very typical teenage-like bedroom, but if you wanted that, if you wanted to make a more teenage-like bedroom of it, you could also always add some stuff. By the way, if any of you are builders and you have any advice for me, please do share. I'd love to learn more of it. And if any of you also put speed builds on YouTube and you have any advice for me regarding that, please do share that as well, because I want to, make sure that these speed builds are enjoyable to watch, so people are not bored, and click away, because that would be, sad. Just adding some bits and pieces in green and yellow, to decorate this nicely. Also, you may have noticed that I didn't include me making the exterior of this build, and there's a good explanation for that. It is because I was just working on this for myself, and only after I had done the exterior, I realized I wanted to make this my first speed build. So I didn't record the first part. I only started recording when I start working on the interior, but I hadn't done the garden yet, everything there. So that is included in this speed build. I must say the outside turned out pretty nice. So I would definitely buy this house myself, just, for the outside area, because I do think that the whole thing I did with the pool there, which was my first time trying that, turned out pretty nice. I tried to include some skill building items for your Sims to do. So there's a chess table, of course, there's a pool, and there will also be some flower pots for gardening. And here I'm just trying to work out what the garden will look like. I'm not very good at landscaping, I don't think. I mean, I try to learn, but I don't think I'm, as talented as, say, Sim Kim, which she is amazing at landscaping. So I hope that mine is at least half as good or something, because that would be nice. That would be an achievement in itself. So I'm just putting rocks around the pool. I thought that made it like look more natural, in a way, a bit more exotic. I thought it fit the style of the house nicely. I wouldn't do this in a modern build, I don't think. Which I think I'm actually doing next. Something a bit modern. We'll see. By the way, you know which expansion pack I would really like? The Island Living one. That world looks amazing. I've watched so many speed builds located in that world, and it just looks stunning. I really, really want that. So maybe that's one I'll buy next. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to see. But I mean, the speed builds that people make in there just always look so amazing. I just think it looks so beautiful with the palm trees and the beaches and the blue water. And they have boats or something that looks really cool. So I would love to try it out someday. But for now, just using the base game worlds and Brindleton Bay. I will let you know when I own a different expansion pack. But yeah, I'm excited to own more and have more objects to work with. So if you have a favorite pack when it comes to building, or the world that it includes, let me know, and so it could help me decide which one to go for next. Then back to the pool, you can see me just putting some plants over there. I was just, experimenting here actually, just trying some stuff, and it turned out pretty nice. So that's always good, when you just try things and they turn out good. Next up is a bit of some patio. I don't really know what to call it. But so they have some chairs to lie in their garden, with, of course, a sunshade, because it is very important to not stay too long in direct sunlight. You could get burned. Don't forget to apply sunscreen. Just my advice as a small YouTuber and human being, that you want to take care of yourself. So watch out when you have to go outside and the sun is shining brightly. Also, you can see the barbecue over there, that I placed it wrongly, but I will fix that in a second. Trying to figure out how to put the table and just put it back to where it originally stood, because I am like that. I raised the windows here a little bit so it fit the height of the other windows, and then it changed the curtains that were on the inside, because that's just the kind of person I am. I change it up all the time. And this is just me doing the front, putting some palm trees in there, some cacti, and it's just coming together nicely now. You see, I had no plan whatsoever for the outside. I know I wanted a pool and a place where people could sit, maybe a barbecue, but that's about it. And then I had these empty spaces and I didn't know what to do with them. So instead of figuring that out, I just went to night mode and put in lights instead, so I didn't have to deal with my problems at that right moment, as I do always in my life. If you can relate, give this video a thumbs up. I do think, it looks pretty nice, during nighttime. Very cozy. By the way, do you know how difficult it is to talk for this long? I don't know what I was thinking when I decided to do voiceovers, but this is difficult. But when I watch speed builds, I usually like the ones where people talk through them more than the ones that have music on them, because I don't know, something inside of me likes listening to people ramble. I find it relaxing. So here I am trying to help you relax. Let me know if I am succeeding, because I think I'm just very boring. But if I'm not, if this is even somewhat interesting, then I will be very happy. So here I am figuring out how to make the garden more interesting by adding more plants, because I decided that the pool didn't have enough of them, that the sitting area also needed some, and some rocks, of course. I mean, it does look pretty nice. Very nice space to lie during, the afternoon, to take a little nap or something. I mean, why not? But I still have these small empty spaces on the side of this, and I had a really hard time trying to figure out what to put there. I think I went for an easel to, so Sims could paint, but it didn't fit in there. It didn't look right. So it wasn't easy, but I think the solution I came up with does look pretty nice. I went for the smaller flower pots, and at first I put them on one side and tried to figure out something else for the other side, then didn't find anything else really for the other side, so I just copied the 3 flower pots from the one side on the other one and called it a day. You will have to just put a sim in there who just really enjoys gardening, or try to figure out a different solution yourself. So now we have come to the end of my first speed build. How exciting. So if you liked it, please let me know, and if you think there are things I could have done better, let me know as well. I'd love to learn, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!